Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena. So today, we're going into the quick Singleton queue. So Singleton, for those who don't know, which I'm sure is not many of you, is a format based around playing single cards within the standard format. So we can only have one of every type of card unless it's Rat Colony or basic land. So played this before, it's a lot of fun. It's pretty much a heavily casual format, which means it's where all the fun's at, basically. This week, we're going to be playing I Am Legend, which is a black-white legendary tribal deck. So, I built this one as a little bit of fun, mostly because I wanted to play with Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. Didn't expect much to come of it, but the first league that I played, I went 7-2. So, it's got something going for it anyway. So, the idea is that we're playing a lot of legendary creatures, and we get payoffs in random little ways. In the case of Mox Amber, we get a little bit of ramp. We also have Arvad as well, who pumps legendary creatures. We have Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, which is the card I looked at when I decided I want to build this deck. Return all legendary permanent cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. So it's a 7 mana, reanimate everything that has died in this game. So that's pretty great, right? It pretty much answers everything. That picks up planeswalkers, creatures, anything of that sort. We also have things like the Weatherlight as well, which I've never played before this deck, mostly because it's kind of expensive for what it does. But 4 mana for a 4/5 flyer. When it deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a historic card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Now, historic cards do include legendary, and they also include sagas as well, and artifacts, which, if you hadn't noticed, is 95% of our deck. The only thing that it doesn't hit is lands, so we're likely to get a hit off of Weatherlight every time, and because it's a 4/5 as well, it's not actually an insignificant amount of damage either, so really enjoy that. Speaking of the lands, it's mostly basic stuff. Concealed Courtyards is an untapped land in the early game. Forsaken Sanctuary is just a tapped land, but it helps us fix our mana. Isolate Chapel could be a untapped land as early as turn 2. Archvirasker allows us to draw in the late game. Evolving Wilds grabs a swamp or a plains, and Field of Ruin hits any of those pesky flip lands or anything like that. We can also potentially cut our opponent off of mana. That kind of deal. I'm not going to go into too much of the rest of the list, but I will leave a link down below to the full deck list if you want to check that out. We are running a hell of a lot of spice in here, a lot of cards that have not really seen much play, let's say. Like Yawgmoth's Vile Offering is a disgusting card when you get to cast it for full value. So we're going to try that. We're going to head into the Singleton queues. I'm not going to do the full league for this video, but I'm going to do a few highlight matches throughout and see if we can showcase this deck in action. Alright guys, see you in the games. Okay, why do I always have these one-sided mana hands? Unfortunately, the mana falls on the wrong side, but we do have a cast out to cycle, so I think I'm going to keep it. Should be noted that we're actually already 1 game up. I'm not sure if I'm going to showcase that particular match because my opponent got mana screwed, and it was very easy, and we didn't really get to showcase the deck all that much. He scooped to Lyra, getting equipped with a Black Blade, so, you know, it's about as good as it gets. I think I'm going to hold on to this cast out because I have drawn a swamp. I don't really need to hunt for anything anymore. And cast out is just always going to be useful in this matchup. Pretty much goes without saying. Cast out is premium. Alright, opponent. On the mono white plan, potentially. Maybe tokens, maybe white weenie. Tokens it is, alright. Makes my single target removal significantly worse. Also, more single target removal. We do have a hell of a lot of board wipes in here, and maybe my opponent does. So let's find out. Hey, Gonti. Triumph of Gerard, sure. Let's make a big Gonti. Or do we want to make a big Vona? I guess we make a big Vona, because the higher his power gets, the easier it is to pay this life to kill things. That's pretty nice, actually. A Johnny. Alright, single target removal, engaged.
We stand together. Strength is born of struggle.
Somehow, I highly doubt our opponent swings here. But maybe he really wants that 2 damage in. Maybe. And doesn't care about his Ajani. I'm going with doubtful. But Never's definitely going on Ajani here, because I'm not really seeing an opportunity for a single creature to get hit. And to be honest, I don't think he's ever going to play any Merfolk, so we're good there as well. Vona can just hit Johnny. Where do we go from here? I like Profane's Profession's transform clause as well. We can just keep exiling tokens because they don't actually go under 3 under the card, and we don't hit 3. He doesn't ever exile, so we can keep using the first ability. It's kind of nice. Comes in handy on occasion. I'm just going to go with Vona, I think. I don't play this card enough, and that is, I'm going to say, purely the reason why I want to run him. So, swing at Johnny.
I will not be moved.
Yeah, no surprises there. Decides not to block. Looks like Vona removal coming in. As soon as he hovers over your creature, you just know. Alright, cast out. That's fair enough. We could cast out his cast out. Am I bothered?
Look
Kind
how
of.
far you have come.
I kind of really like Vona in this particular matchup. It looks like it's just gonna clean sweep. But we do need to take care of Ajani before he pumps these creatures outside of Vona. Because if they can block him, they absolutely will. Looks like he's just swinging in with 1. That's fair enough. What's the third on this? It's flying, first strike, and lifelink. Okay. No vigilance to play around seal away. I feel like that should be a thing, but maybe Gerard was not very vigilant. Should make sense. What does one do here? We don't really want to allow him to use his Ajani anymore, I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna never Ajani.
I'm becoming irritated.
And then I'm going to play Triumph of Gerard. Puts a counter on Gonti, which allows us to once again block the vampire tokens without dying. Would have loved it on Vona, but beggars can't be choosers. Wow, just straight up passes. That's sickeningly good. I think we just straight up pass and we hit his cast out. Oh, we can do target creature. So we can target Vona because they're tied. That's nice. We can Vona that off the board though. Hopefully he goes with counters. Dang it. Do you swing? I'm going with doubtful. This Gonti is literally just like road blocking him. It's great. But Profane Procession hitting Angel as well. Icing on the cake right there. Alright, cast out. let's go. Whee! I'm gonna target Vona. He's gonna get real swole. And he's gonna swing. So my opponent either blocks and loses the angel, or I tap him at some point and just kill it myself. Okay, let's just go with Lyra or Profane Procession. We could do Danitha Profane Procession. There's no cost to tapping Vona, only life. I like Profane Procession Danitha because it means board wipe isn't as bad, since we've progressed our board in such a way where we still have something left over. Lyra. Yeah, don't swing into the servos. You'll regret that big time. He's slowly backing off. Oh, I love that. Okay, gets in with 1 token. So I go block. I need to make sure it doesn't do its thing. I need to... oh my god. Specifically pressed the full control mode so I could respond to the block. Okay. Rethink this plan. Put up to 1 target creature or planeswalker from a card and then destroy up to 1. I could put an Ajani in. I could take my Vona. It puts and then it kills, so we're not actually going to be able to kill and take one of his. It's not going to work like that. I feel like we go get the Vona again. Let's Yawgmoth's Vial offering our Vona. And kill Lyra. Because you are awful. Okay. Pass the turn. Let's see if he top decks answers to Vona. Nope. Alright. Well, it didn't end up mattering. I swear I'm not mad and you can absolutely do that. But whatever. Where's the block and tap? I never got that option. Meh. I say. Meh. Alright, well, we're 2-0 anyway. I guess the first win doesn't really count, but there you go. Let's go for another one. Alright, we're in. This hand looks perfectly acceptable. I'm going to keep it. We just lost a game, mostly because I drew nothing but swamps and white cards. Salt in the wounds, I even drew a Ketra's Monument, so my white creatures were cheaper, even though I only had swamps for about 5 turns. And my opponent just completely bombarded the board with Planeswalkers in that time, so it just wasn't worth working through. Let's go board the Weatherlight, which is guaranteed to show me a fair amount of cards. Yeah. Ariel's okay, I suppose. Reveals, right? Yeah. Okay, so he knows about this card. Probably going to play it on 4 anyway, unless I get a better option. But it's just something nice to know. Dread Wanderer in for 2. So is this black-white zombies? Looks like it. You are worth killing. Are you worth killing right now? I think you are. Because I've got nothing better to do. So I'll use the sorcery speed harder to cast one. There's not many legendary zombies, right? I'm gonna say no. I don't think there are any. It's nice to know that on 5, though, we will get ourselves a Fumigate. You're also worth killing, but are you worth trying to kill instead of just playing Ariel and blocking Dread Wanderer? Maybe even forcing him to either use a removal spell or pay mana to make it Menace, which is slowing him down at the same time. Yeah, I guess I can force him to have an answer. I guess another Zombie Lord is an answer, which also adds to his board, so that would suck. We have a cast down though, so we can take care of a Lord of the Accursed at the very least. That's interesting. Well, I'm going to block. I honestly don't care if you do anything in response here, because we do have the Fumigate. Trades Lord. Yeah, that's fine. That's a 2 for 1. Graveyard Marshal. Is it at this point we wipe the board? No, I think we just... I feel like we just cast down the Graveyard Marshal. Because that's the only thing really that makes his board scary right now. Other than that, he has 2 cards. If I wipe the board, he's got Dread Wanderer, which he only has to play 2 cards next turn in order to get that back for 3 mana, I suppose. It's not that bad. Yeah, I'm just going to cast down the Marshal here. See if we can get him to commit a little bit more to the board. We'll wipe it, he'll be low on cards, we'll slam Lyra. That's the hope, at least. Ugh. Gravedigger gets back Lord of the Accursed. Interesting. I guess I go Lyra then. Make him have an answer. Which means he's not playing his Lord. We take 4. Just plays his Lord. Okay. So now we slam Shalai, which makes Lyra incredibly hard to deal with. And she's got lifelink on the block. So he's going to need to menace up his zombies, but we're 5 points up. So I don't really care. And I'm hoping this kind of board state makes him overcommit. So if he ever finds an answer to this horrendous board state in his favour, then we just Fumigate. So I don't really ever have to actually swing in with Shalai, so I don't have to worry about Settle the Wreckage on Shalai. Not that you could do that anyway. I don't have to worry about Seal Away. Just a single targeted removal, and then I've still got a Lyra around, which is a nice 3-turn clock. We've got the board state as well, that just means that pretty much all of our draws are live now. Only thing we're missing is maybe... Only thing that would be bad is maybe a land. 8 points in the menace department. Okay. Hey, you know that thing that I didn't want? You got it. If I swing in for 9, up to 14, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He could exact us if I swing him with everything and he has a Lord. Yeah, it's just Lyra. Okay, I think I'm just gonna Field of Ruin his blue source. Thin our deck more than anything, really. I will get a Plains. He's not gonna get any decent lands. I guess maybe Argyl's Bloodfast, but that's really about it. So can he kill us here? Cursed Minotaur. Swings with the menaces. Down to 2. We have Danither. I could swing, wipe the board, play a Danither. Could also swing with just Lyra. But I lose to another removal spell. I lost to one last turn, if he had one. Or if he had a Lord effect, so I should have swung in with Shalai, who'd be in a higher life total at this point. I hate to do it, but I feel like we do want to go wipe the board. Which means swinging with everything. We're just so damn close, but we're also just too damn close to dying. Taking to 5, I go to 7. We're dead to menaces. Yeah, just... it's too much on this board. Goodbye, board state. Hi, Danither. I'm just gonna have to hope our top decks are better than his. Which is possible, but he's got 3 cards up on us. So I don't really know. Have we seen any reason for him to run blue yet? I know there's blue zombies, but they can't really be worth playing. Right? I mean, I've tried blue-black zombies and it's really janky. Really janky. And I'm pretty sure there's enough in black-white to not need to do it. That is a 5-3. We draw a land. Touche, opponent. Your top deck is better than mine. Good old mana system. Yeah, I'll take your 5. It's possible I can pump Danither up, which is why I'm not trading just yet, or blocking anyway. Attacking zombie gets indestructible, must be nice. Danither is a knight, should be noted. So we can take 9 by not blocking here. Or we can force him to pay 2 in order to be indestructible. I didn't even know this card was a thing. No blocks. Can't make me. We have a lot of live draws, but we're not drawing them. I'd love the non-legendary board wipe. That'd be sweet. Urza's Ruinous Blast. I mean, it's what we came here to do, right? Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. How you say boosh? Does that do anything for us, though? As long as we don't... yeah, as long as we don't lose our Lyra or our Shalai, we win. And we don't have to. What do you do? Can't block unless you control another zombie. You don't do anything. You just make indestructible. Yeah! Alright, first time casting that. So does our opponent have an answer to it? All of our knights will get +2/+1 as well, which is Danitha, Knight Token, Ariel. You're just an angel, and you're just an angel. So 4 of our creatures actually benefit from the history trigger. And we won! Oh my god. Wow. Top deck of the century. Primevals. Glorious Rebirth. What a card. Okay, it's an expensive hand, but we do have Boardlobe Weatherlight to go get a historic card. We have a cycle as well. One of each of our land types. I think we're going to keep it. Worst case, we discard to hand size until we get to 7 mana and then we Glorious Rebirth and win. That'd be nice. I'd like that. Okay, opponent. 6 cards, eh? Alright, planes and go. Probably not gonna cycle this cast out just yet. No need until it looks like we might miss a land drop. And that is not today. Alright, board the Weatherlight. Looks like we're taking Immortal Sun. I can't believe how close we actually came to whiffing on that. 90% of our deck is legendaries and historic cards. Oh dear. Still, it can happen. It's not literally 90%. That'd be absurd. 40% is our mana base, but you get my point. Alright. We're slowly getting where we want to go. Is our opponent. Artifact-based, multicolored deck. I'm assuming anyway with the Renegade map. And the Inventor's Fair. Both of those are somewhat of a giveaway. I considered actually running Inventor's Fair in this deck. Not because of the artifact synergy, but because it's a legendary permanent. So it's technically historic. So it would be a thing that we could grab as a land. Cast out. That's grim. Okay. It's not the worst, but it's pretty grim. That's pretty good. That means we get Arvad down next turn. If we want him. Gonti first, though. Eviscerate is our only option. Destroy target creature. Yeah. It's better than using a cast out and a comball, I guess. So what is our opponent doing? Esper. Interesting. Untethered Express. Crew 1. Interesting. Sorcery speed removal. God dang it. Well, we're going to play it down. We're going to get rid of Kambal because, 1, I want to get rid of his crew potential. 2, I want to actually get in for some damage with Gonti. And I also want to play Immortal Sun next turn, which I don't really want to take the ping for. Crew in response. You know I'm going to still attack, right? This is great for me. If you want to block this, I am fine with that. That's insurance. Just make sure that this Glorious Rebirth actually does something. So I do not care. Yeah. Sweet. Death touch, bro. I think he just flickered into our graveyard to look at what the hell just happened. Tap out so I can Immortal Sun? kind of close enough. Servo exhibition. Keeps it on top. Really, really likes servos. Alright. Immortal Sun. I really like card draw. And Planeswalker's not working. And +1/+1 and everything else under the sun. It is the Immortal Sun after all. So everything under the sun happens. Alright. He swings for 3. 3/2 first strike's not terrible. That might be why he kept the Servo Exhibition. So we draw 2 cards. Because, you know, Immortal Sun's almost an instant win. We'll play Arvad, which is a 4/4. Did I pay full cost for that? Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. I paid. Or did I just... I can't even remember anymore. Did I play the Sanctuary? No, I didn't. I don't know. I'm confused. Tezzeret. Sure. We have Vraska's Contempt. Come on, we can't lose to this board state. This is just completely unreasonable. Profane Procession. Maybe I floated mana. I don't even know. I'll probably see it on the replay and go, why did you do a silly thing like that? Alright, let's play Traxos. Comes in tapped as an 8/8. And we'll... hang on. Loses life equal to the number of artifacts you control. 2. Fair enough. Then we'll play Profane Procession, which untaps Traxos for the block. And now we have Vraska's Contempt open for Tezzeret, which will only get him an artifact from the top of his library. Reasonable value in my books. So Arvad is now Gonti plus... Glorious Rebirth is now Arvad plus Gonti, which is good value. It's 3 cards, essentially. Yeah, you get 1 use of that. Apparently it's not going to... oh yeah, Immortal Sun. Let's not bother with that. Even I forgot about that. It's got so many things that it does, I just always forget at least one of them. So yeah, I don't really care about killing Tezzeret now. It seems so insignificant. It's kind of a dead draw, honestly. Mox Amber should have played post-combat. But, you know. We doing things. We attacking our opponent. And we're going to steal the Emissary anyway. Because we can. Yeah, I really misplayed this turn. It's not going to cost us. I'm sure our opponent's top decking like a boss will though. Let's see if you can do it. Can you top deck like a boss? Does he dare attack? He probably should. I mean, I'm just gonna clip one off. Right there. He's gone. You don't need that one. Disallow. Kind of probably do have to be cautious of that. It's funny as the joke I made there, but, you know. There might come a time when I think that Profane Possession's going to save me and then he counters the trigger. Sure. That is fine. That is also fine. Alright. Come on, double top deck. That's a nice top deck. That's okay. Take it or leave it. Alright. History of Benalia. Untaps Traxos, of which I can now swing in with. So don't really need him back to block. Opponent takes the full extent of the Traxos goodness. I might just end up, like, casting this Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, just because I'm not going to get an opportunity otherwise. That seems so greedy if he can do something like that. Okay, so I keep Artifact, Enchantment, Creature, and then I Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. This actually isn't all that bad. And then I steal Gear Hulk with Procession. Artifact, Enchantment, Creature. Submit. And this has just enabled my Glorious Rebirth a little bit more, though. Ah, that's grim. That's real grim. Obviously. Alright. That's the thing that happened. Alright, do I take... Well, actually, I make him make the decision. I'm not gonna Vraska's Contempt in response to this. If he wants to take it, yeah. Literally, that is the only card he can take here. And I don't need to cast this. Danitha. As is Ruinous Blast. Whatever. I'm gonna exile this to get in for some damage. Swing to face. Pass the turn. Hold open Procession to remove a creature. Or Vraska's Contempt or Cast Out. Return an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. It's just Doomfall, right? That doesn't save him. Actually, it does. For a turn. You can use it to kill a creature instead. Yup. I really don't even want to, like, take this Salvager of Secret. Although... Oh no, he Doomfalled it. I was going to say he made me discard Glorious Rebirth. Exiles a creature they control. Yep. I'm going to save my Procession. Danitha's just, like, better. Oh, now Shalai turns up to protect my hand. I heard you don't like discard spells. I'm here to help. Thanks, Shalai. Perfect timing as ever. So yeah, I hope this is a lesson, guys. If you play a deck that doesn't run many Planeswalkers, put Immortal Sun in it. It's well worth the wild card. It wins games. Yep. That's dead. I hope you like dead cards, opponent. Good game. Alright. Go to my turn, draw loads of cards, and win. Whee! Opponent bluffing the 3-mana Settle the Wreckage. Through a Shalai. Doesn't look like it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Board Wipe City. I kind of don't hate this hand. In a I hope we draw lands kind of way. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it because I know that the 6 has 0 lands in it. How do I know? Because it's me, guys. Trust me, I know about Mana Screw. And that 6 card hand that I was going to mulligan into is full of it. Swift Claw. Apparently so is this one. Alright, well our opponent's playing kiddies by the looks of it. Don't think you'd play this card otherwise. Yep, there's the green-white indicator of kiddies. I'm going to take this 3 because there are a lot of 3 mana cats that I need to worry about. Mox Amber's better than nothing, I suppose. It's almost like a land drop. If I hit a land next turn, it's almost as though I didn't miss my land drop. So, 4 mana, things like Leon and War Leader start showing up. Now that can die. It can be cast down, you might say, from whence it came. Hey! It's almost as though we didn't miss our land drop. Danather is a great blocker for the Oresco's Swift Claw as well, even if he has a Lord effect here. What is bad is removal, because it also turns off our Mox Amber, which I kind of need to play Karns and Joseph Besses. Caracol. Okay, that's fine. 3, 4, 5. So an Urza's Ruinous Blast is pretty disgusting. Is this the Urza's Ruinous Blast turn, though? I don't think it is. I think we might as well just keep playing bad boys that he can't actually get through. Can't attack because Regal Caracol is a thing. So now single creature removal doesn't turn off Mox Amber, which is nice. We have a board wipe that is very one-sided whenever we need it. At the moment. And the only thing that's really going to change that is me blocking in a stupid way. Or my opponent just wiping the board themselves. And I'd rather my opponent make good use of their
I am proud to fight
board
by your
wipes.
side.
I think this is a Ruinous Blast turn right here. Because it wipes his board of creatures, but not mine, which allows me to then kill a Ajani.
Deliver us to victory.
Yep, yeah, it's in for 5. I'm going to allow this? Yeah. Guess what? Both my creatures are vigilant. So it's a nice seal away that you have in your hand there, opponent. If you have it. Alright. Attack, attack, attack. Oh, I thought that was the freeze of my opponent realizing that Urza's Ruinous Blast is not fair in a Legend tribal deck.
Perhaps there is a peaceful solution. You must succeed where I
Alright,
fail.
what's your thing? Tap X on... Oh. So we can actually kill something with 2 power right now. Nah, that's a 4/4. It's not quite the thing that we wanted. Board the Weatherlight. I think we board, see if we can find anything better than a Karn. Otherwise we just play Karn. Yeah. Blackblade's nice. Blackblade costs 1. The equip costs 3. We equip on Danather, because she's the better creature. That makes her a 7/7, first striking, vigilant, and lifelink. And I think my opponent should scoop. Not quite. He believes in the outs in his deck. That's fair enough. I used to be like you. Ha! Ha! If you would lose the game, instead, exile this and your starting life total becomes equal to your starting life total. That is hilarious. That might actually demand a cleansing Nova. Ugh. Haha, he's got outs. So we swing with Danither. We see if he blocks, otherwise we just cleansing Nova. I hate to do it, but it might actually be called for. It's like I'm not... It's not as if I'm going to be able to... I suppose any removal spell. I shouldn't pull the trigger on it just yet, especially being at 22. Yeah, I'm not going to do it now. I'll do it later when it actually becomes an issue. Because if I get him down to a life total where he dies to one hit and he refuses to block with his Archangel because, you know, he exiles this instead, I can just, like, never to return it. And it's the battlefield. Creature you control get +1/+1 and Vigilance. Sure. That's a lot of damage. Not gonna lie. And he's obviously gonna swing with it. Like a settle would have been nice there. Wow, they gain lifelink as well. That is pretty great. I was waiting for my opponent to scoop. Alright, let's create a knight. So now we can kill 3 powered creatures. Kumbal. Interesting. Swing for 8. See how he blocks. We know we can kill this Angel of the Dawn. I kind of want to play this, and I kind of don't. I kind of don't want to commit anything more to the board until Cleansing Nova goes off. I'm starting to think, though, that this particular board state is just not going to get any better for me. Yeah. There's some lifelink. Down to 7. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to... Ooh. See, there's the walk the plank. And Ariel can kill Angel, so it leaves him with a 4/4. Yeah, I guess I don't wipe the board anymore. Well, let's find out if he has Settle the Wreckage. He doesn't. Okay. So, walk the plank, Archangel. Need 1 mana open to kill Angel of the Dawn. So we play Khan.
Until you have
start taking up.
Are you certain of your decision?
Traxos or never? Guess you give me Traxos. Yeah. That's fair enough. Alright, pass. And he scoops. Yeah, there's no reason to kill it until he did something in response. But I think we were just going to get ahead there. And ahead we did get. Alright, let's go for another game. Alright, we're in on the play, and... It's got reasonable mana. We're just going to have to rely on good top decks for this hand to be good. This deck does alright for top decks. I'm just going to take it. I'm afraid of mulliganing, honestly. It's my biggest fear. Alright, let's play Swamp. Go. So, this isn't the fastest format in the world, and that isn't the fastest colour in the world, so... There's a good chance that we don't get punished for a hand like this. So, I'm going to play Harakira, and if we get ourselves a creature, then that's going to be nice. That's an Ariel. Okay, well... Hold open a fake Fatal Push. See if our opponent makes his land drop. He does. Mono black? Maybe. That's not too bad at all. Let's play an Ariel. And get in with Harakira. And I'm not going to be blocking the Gift of Aetherborn, so... Attack away. Opponent does not seem to have a murder or anything of that sort. Ah, blue-black. Ravenous Chupacabra. Alright, that's one card for the Primeval Glorious Rebirth. Ooh. Alright, well, I'm going to get Helm of the Host down. It's not going to do anything for a very long time, but it's going to annoy us with a trigger that keeps popping up. Our opponent reading Helm of the Host. Ugh. Come on, planes off the top. Our opponent's going to get a pretty decent selection of cards, because our deck is obviously the world's greatest deck. It's not a plains. It is a land, so I'm not going to be too upset about it. Alright, I guess we take care of Gifted Aetherborn, because, I mean, once Gonti's down, he's essentially a Gifted Aetherborn, but worse. So I'm just going to kill this now. Don't tell me this deck's running counters as well. That was not a good thing. I guess this is probably a Scarab God deck. There's a lot of Scarab Godable creatures. And I bet he slams one right here. Josu Vest, come on, planes! There's an Aketra's Monument, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are dead. Awesome. Well, sometimes games just go like that. Can't really beat that. Hopefully my opponent is afraid of Settle the Wreckage that doesn't exist. Yeah. He ain't. What a game. Well, we ended up going 5 and 3. 2 of those were down to mana screw. One from my opponent, one from myself. One of those losses was from control, and I have no desire to show you that, because I want this video to be less than 6 hours. And the last loss you actually saw, so we ended up going 5 and 3. It's not the best result, but it is a net gain. We get a rare uncommons, 600 gold, so an extra 100 gold on top of the cards that we played, and we actually got a mythic. An unplayable Admiral Beckett Brass. Alright, well, maybe we make Pirate Tribal at some point in Singleton. I guess once Brawl comes around, Beckett Brass is going to be kind of fun, but until then, he's not in the slightest that good. Or is it she? It's she, isn't it? Yeah. Huh. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you do want to see more Singleton content, then the best way to make that happen is to support the video. So liking, subscribing, sharing the video, all of that helps out the channel greatly, helps me out as well, and make sure that the series that you want to see is getting the popularity that you hope it deserves, I guess. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.